How's it going, everybody? Thanks for taking some time to check out my review of what I assume is a SPERAS flashlight. They contacted me and asked me if I'd do a review, and I'm like, absolutely, I love flashlights. And they had me choose one, and I chose the model P4, and I'm not sure if that's the one that I got or not. It is the SPERAS, it is the P4, awesome. P4. High performance flashlight, 4,000 lumens, beam distance 288 meters, and it's a rechargeable one. It has a max run time of 167 hours, and it says waterproof, and hopefully it comes with one battery. So we're gonna get this thing open, and typically when you get a flashlight like this, you got to do a charging. Oh, this is cool. They got a USB cord for sure for the charging. Let me see here. We're about to get the knife. I'm gonna get this thing charged up, and it even has a little carrying case. That's awesome. And a couple extra O-rings. That's always nice to have. And an instruction manual. I'm going to go through this instruction manual, plug this flashlight in, get it charged up. I'm sure it'll take a little while to charge, and then I'll do a overview of the actual flashlight before we do a field testing on it. All right, so I've had some time to play around with this flashlight. I went through the directions. I've got them upside down here, but the directions are really intuitive, and I'm going to get into, I guess, the big negative so far that I've found. When I first took the flashlight and I pulled off the charging port, and this thing is a little bit difficult, and I guess it should be because it's technically waterproof. So if you struggle with this a little bit, it's because it's designed to be a really tight fit. So the first thing I noticed was this is the charging cord that came with it. I have a couple other ones out here, and there's a reason why. This fit really loosely in here when I first tried this out, and this is not typical for this type of a charging thing. If I push really hard in there, it gets a little snug. So I thought maybe it was initially this, so I tried a couple of other charging cord, and it was all the same thing. And I took this charger that came with this flashlight and I charged some other devices, and this worked flawlessly on those. So this one is plugged into adapter into the wall, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's the same exact charger. I have to push it in really hard. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see, the red light came on there. And now if I let go, it stays on, but if I wiggle it just a little bit, it probably won't do it now. And it went off. So I got to push it on and try to push it hard to get it to start charging. But if I just set it down or something and it moves a little bit, it stops charging. So I got to be really careful with that. Personally, if I paid for this flashlight, which I didn't, they sent this to me, so I'm giving an honest review. This would be something that I would try to get a refund or an exchange on, honestly, but that's just me. So that's the big negative, is this is not a nice fit here, and the charging is really touchy. So, I mean, other than that, the flashlight is pretty awesome. I hit the on button there, and the directions are, like I said, they're pretty intuitive. It's pretty solid. Like I said, this seals up nicely, has a nice O-ring here. Has a nice chunky rechargeable battery here. Put this back on. So if you press, it has like a 3-cycle thing, so to speak. Like if I just press this once, it goes on low. That's low. And then it goes off. You press it. But if you press it and hold it for a second, it goes to the next level. I press it, it goes low. Hold goes to medium, hold goes to high, and this is a bright flashlight. It actually has 3 little LED lights on here. I mean, I give it all the go on that. I mean, It is really bright. I'll take it outside here in a minute. Unfortunately, the GoPro that I use, it doesn't do any justice to that type of stuff. But if you double click it, it goes to what they call turbo mode. And it's super, I don't know if you noticed that when I did that. I mean, I can feel the heat on my left hand right here that's moving. I can feel the heat coming off of that thing. It's really bright. And you press it once again, it goes off. And if you press it, it goes, if you want to go to, double clicking goes to turbo mode, press it, goes off. If I press and hold for a second, that is called eco mode, I believe. That is the one that I believe is supposed to go for like 167 hours. Yes, right here it is. 167 hours on eco mode. So press it again, it goes off. If you triple click it, it starts doing the strobe things, and triple click it again, it goes to SOS. Press it, it goes off. If you press it and hold it for a long time meaning several seconds, it'll double flash there and it goes into a lock mode. That means you can't just bump it and turn it on. You have to actually triple click it to get the lock mode off. Like I said, the only thing that I don't like about it is that this charging port right here. This little thing is actually like a power reverser. You can plug this in here and actually charge a device out of here. This chunky little battery, I guess, would charge your phone if you needed it to, which would be helpful for real. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Like I do a lot of stuff like setting in tree stand and stuff where my phone's going dead. I could pull this flashlight out and charge my phone with it. Like I said, but this, I don't know if that wiggling around right there would do it or not. So hopefully I just got a flashlight that just has a little bit of a problem going on there. So let's go outside and we'll see how this looks outside. Hopefully my GoPro does a little bit of justice here. Actually, it's a nice dark night out here. So I'm gonna do a one press here. That's the low beam. Press and hold should go to medium. Press and hold, that's high. I mean, for a tiny little flashlight, that thing is pretty bright. And there's like a mist in the air too. I don't know if the GoPro is picking that up. There's a low mist going on. Press it again, it goes off. I'm gonna double click the turbo. It's pretty bright. For a tiny flashlight, that's pretty bright. I can feel the flashlight getting warm in my hand already. Press again, goes off. Double click, turbo, off. Triple click, strobe. All right, let's go back inside and we'll do a final wrap up. Okay, so my final thoughts on this flashlight. Is it a nice, solid little light? Absolutely. It's nice, compact, fits in hand well and stuff. And is it bright? Super bright, really. And it works really well. The only drawback that I have is the charging thing. So I give it a thumbs up on everything except for that right there. I give it a thumbs down. So just giving my honest review. Like I said, if I had paid money for this, I'd be sending it back for an exchange or a refund. Probably an exchange because I actually like the light. I like it a lot. So take it for what it's worth. I really appreciate you watching this video. Hope you all have a blessed day and stay safe, everybody.